10. We are on the live now.
Welcome,
everyone. I am
finger guns. Sorry.
One day we're gonna all get this together. I promise. I'm gonna lock it in.
I sure do not.
I am Tova Charles. She forgot the order.
Oh, I'm Rachel Z.
Dave.
I'm Michael Hatcher.
And this is Austin Poetry Slam Podcast. Our actual host, wherever he is
being a bum again.
He might come later. He might come in 5 minutes. Who knows? He has a link. But we're going to carry on in his honor because, we know that his podcast will indeed have to continue on without him.
Means so much to him.
I know it does. It's one of his life's work, and I'm really happy he's able to bring it to you in a way where he doesn't have to be here for it to be here. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to do any of that. Yeah, we have a good night tonight. We got a couple of hot topics to talk about. We also have hot topics of our own to talk about. There's stuff going on all over the world. And so we are going to kick it off with a check-in though. Mike Hatcher, how you doing? What's going on?
I am doing great, Tova. Thank you for checking in with me. Thank you for bringing my check-in to this space. I had a lovely time at Austin Poetry Slam. It felt really good to give Akeem his flowers in front of his face. There was a lot of people there that I love. Also, I do want to shout out Every Word Poetry on Monday. I am still feeling the spirit from that. Love seeing y'all there. Rachel did a poem. Mr. Dave was there. Hot night. So I'm feeling great.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Hatcher, for bringing that into the space. I really appreciate your candor and your love and your joy. What happened? Why are you looking like that?
I dropped my plant.
Oh no! Rachel,
I was just giving.
What is happening?
There's so much soil.
What up, Michaela? Okay, Michaela. K. Thank you. So no, K. You can't stop at 3 Ks because racism. But thank you so much. I appreciate you, girl. Oh no. Listen, I'm not laughing at you. That is a funny situation because you were so excited about them plants. I know. Damn, Rachel. I'm so sorry. Damn, Rachel. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
It's okay.
Oh, wow. So the myth, the legend, the man.
The fun has arrived.
Oh, of course. And
the fucking echo.
Oh, Jesus, old man. Get your shit together. You looking old in the video. This fool driving. Why? You
gotta mute us or something.
Or something.
Oh, there we go. He got the
buds. You just gonna have to listen in we gonna have to. Now don't drive fast.
Oh. It smells real planty.
Well, it was chives, right?
Y'all talking to me? I couldn't hear shit.
No, we weren't talking to you.
Okay.
We were not talking to you. Well, thank you, Christopher Michael. We're doing our check-in. Well, of course, we're talking about you. That was for sure.
Yeah. All right.
But we just did Michael's. Okay. Well, all right. We just did Michael Hatcher's. I'm gonna mute you right now, Rachel, just so you can get yourself together. While you here, Christopher Michael, how you doing? It's our check-in right now.
I'm doing fantastic. Just came from my boy's birthday poetry event, Alexander's Music Box in Killeen, Texas. It's pretty nice. It's a tiny spot, but it feels like really good, like old school poetry Yeah, it was nice. Nice little jazz bar
That's
feel.
what he said.
Wow.
Oh, God,
Wow.
I can't get off
Mm.
mute
That's
fast
it.
enough to do it.
Okay, all right.
Dang it. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. And where is the location of this new
It's
poetry spot?
It's not a new poetry spot. They asked me to come put some poetry together. I'm like, I would love to support.
Yes.
So I don't know. We'll see. They're trying to get
Okay.
poetry started there. We shall see.
Oh, got you. So it's a venue, and the owner
Yes.
wanted to be a poet one day, but it didn't really work out. So they looking for other poets. No, I get it. No. That's good. I'm glad there's still venues out there like that. That's dope. Hatcher, you're killing me with these sunglasses too. You remind me of when I used to go a long time ago when I used to go to the clubs and go, hey, the pot has been. I'm glad the pot didn't break. That's good.
It's plastic. It's important to know
yourself.
yourself.
Know your welcome.
Yeah.
When I used to go to those to Greek parties, and we would wear sunglasses because there are multiple reasons why these sunglasses was necessary in spaces like that. Also, you didn't want to look nobody in the eyes because then they thought that you wanted to come over here, and I will actually stab you. Please. The reason why I keep going in this circle as I am because I don't want to talk or touch anybody. So I have to keep strolling for my life. So no one will talk to me. Anyway, that's a diversion thing that I went on. I apologize. But Chris, I'm glad you had a good time. Mr. Dave, how are you feeling over there?
My head is doing great, and my heart is absolutely 100% confused.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right.
Confused hearts make for. Oh, it's so loud. Confused hearts make for good poetry.
Great poetry.
I was gonna say anxiety, but good poetry too.
Oh,
you could.
What's the
a little
difference?
from column A, a little from column B.
Wamesies. Rachel is still cleaning up her messes, but I appreciate you cleaning up your messes. You know, oh, I already did that one. I'll check in. I am. What today is? I made it to Thursday of September. It's less than 3 days to my birthday. So I am trying my best to stay positive and like be looking forward to October. But yeah, job is hard, raising kids is hard, marriage is hard, all of it's hard. And I'm like, where's the vacation? And they're like, what vacation, girl? You remember when people just go on vacations?
No.
So I'm in desperate need of a vacation. Something where I could just read a book in peace and quiet. But
so I have some days coming off, and I'm from South Padre Island, and my family has a boat. So if you want to take a drive and go on a boat.
Say what? A boat?
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Right. Are we doing a podcast on a boat cast?
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, I'll drive.
Yeah, Chris will drive. He will drive. Chris will drive the whole way. He won't even stop. You got to go to the bathroom, figure it out before we leave.
A bottle in the back for you.
Back in my day.
Hey, true story. I do have urine bags in the car.
Yo.
I'm not talking. I don't want to.
That is the oldest shit you'd have never said.
No, it's really not.
Zach and I were
Jomar,
just
where did y'all go?
for my birthday. Happy belated birthday, Jomar. Okay, you don't.
And why would you not tell me? Because then I could have gotten you.
What is? Just said SPI. What is SPI? Oh, South Padre Island. I got it. I figured it out.
Oh, fun fact.
I'm smart. I went to escuela.
Rachel Z, fun fact. When you drive onto the island and there's 3. No, you got to go all the way to the north end. No popo.
Don't go to the north. I don't know. What is it?
So there's different beach access. And he went to beach access 3, which is kind of closer toward the the like entry of the island. It's
Mm.
more like touristy. Sea Ranch used to be nice. It's
I
okay.
like Sea Ranch.
When did you go last?
I know when I went to Corpus,
2022.
don't nobody know nothing about seasoning or a salt. They only know salt and pepper. There's no other seasoning in the whole city of Corpus Christi. And I would,
No,
I
this is
want
3
I
hours
want to make
souther.
a want to make a formal complaint to Corpus Christi, Texas. Find some other seasoning or some pepper or something. God, dog, I was mad out there. Hungry. The wind was bad. I said I should have picked South Padre, but whatever. It was a good weekend. Glad I did it.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Oh, this shit was seasoned. Okay, good. Cause that's not been my experience when I go. But when I went to Laredo, Saint Magnifique. All the food was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
You literally could
Mexico.
breathe indifferently and be in Mexico. I was like, we found our home. This is where
Mhm.
I was the only black thing out there, and they was like, "Is she lost? Why she here?"
Can
not
I also just share that I'm super excited because they are opening a Taco Palenque 2 minutes from my house.
Ooh, I like Taco Palenque now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
There's one that's very close, but
Yes, at the Haunted Hotel, Jomar, and it was good. I like the food there. Also, I was like sleep depriving because I just had a baby, but the experience I remember felt great. Who's left? Oh, Rachel, check in. How you feeling?
I'm better. Me and Mr. Dave were commiserating on Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
But I am more.
Yep.
I've had a chance to process a little bit better, and obviously initial reactions to things are always more severe.
Mhm.
But yeah, I am in a state of flux, and we'll see. So I've
That's
been
real.
in a good mood, which is good. Take vitamin D when you can. But yeah, overall decent. Better than I was.
Amen. That's
Amen.
good.
But again, great
said
poetry comes out of it.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D always helps. No matter the form.
Speaking of, no, I'm just playing.
Bite my tongue.
Speaking of that, P. Diddy, we're gonna talk about it at the top of the night because I feel like it'll go off the hinges if we don't, because we
Facts.
don't really have a lot of sense. What I will say is he is still in jail. Bail was denied. He had
Denied.
He had 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube at his
I would
home.
also like to make this announcement here. Do not use baby oil as lube. It's bad for you.
Well, he had baby oil and lube. I believe the baby oil was for the strippers to get them glistening.
But
Round them
1,000
up.
bottles.
I don't have that kind of money. I don't know why. I don't have.
How
$1 million
else
money.
are you gonna fill in the wrestling pool?
Sure,
That's fun.
that's what it is.
fair.
He's
I
probably
would
had
use
people
like an
wrestle each
avocado
other
oil.
and had him baby
Better for
oiled
your
up.
skin.
I mean, you saw him. Everybody thought, ha ha ha, that's so funny. He had people walking across the Brooklyn Bridge to get a cheesecake. That's hazing from where I'm from. That's what it looked like to me. So,
You know, I always took that as just being dramatic for TV's sake, not really being abusive.
hell.
Turns out you
Okay.
were wrong.
But now we know better.
And now we know better. Mike, what were you gonna say?
I said they really did walk all the way over. And how did you know that? Did they say he had a baby oil pool, or was that something that you
No,
knew?
wait.
That Mike.
Like they said that?
Baby.
Was that it?
No, it's
Wait a minute.
obvious. That it's obvious. Is that what you would need that much baby oil for? Is for the wrestling?
No,
Yeah,
I want to know how it's
to
obvious.
everybody.
Right, like
Why?
what life have you lived? That is the obvious
Clearly,
answer.
clearly, you have not lived enough life to
No.
know that what happens.
That is,
That's my
I-
thing right there.
I'll take that.
He
Okay.
came up with it immediately. He was like, "It's a baby oil."
You don't know. It
Wrestling
takes
pool.
at least 50. It take at least 50 of them things for you to really feel the baby oil on your skin. You gotta put at least 50 bottles in the pool.
So the porosity of the oil
Amen.
is bigger. The molecule
Amen.
in the oil
Amen.
is bigger than your pores, so it doesn't absorb.
No, see what
Listen,
what you're doing is
he
using
had
lye.
enough. He had
Mhm.
enough baby oil for 10 pools.
I
Yeah.
would have used some avocado oil. It's better
How
for the
many pools
skin.
do you need for just a regular night?
Well, it's multiple events. Like you don't use it all in one night. Come on, people.
He is drugging people. I don't think he cared about their skincare. He is giving them meth to stay compliant. You don't care about that person. There's so many other drugs out here that could do the
Listen.
same effect and not
If
meth.
I'm going to be
Meth?
Oh,
You were making
Traffic.
people smoke meth?
I didn't
Well,
catch that part. That was happening.
I didn't catch the meth. I caught
it was
ketamine and
ketamine,
GHB.
yeah, DHB.
Hold on.
He heard about Bill Cosby and the Quaaludes and was like, I
Hold
can
my
do it better.
mule.
Hold my beer. He said, "Hold my beer."
Hold
He's
my
like, I
mule.
got
He's not-
something better.
he said- He said, "Hold my Cavassier."
Oh man.
But he was nice
Give me-
enough to give everybody an IV drip to kind of get them back so they can keep it going.
It's the least he could do.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
The
least-
fact that it said, what did it say? Like extended or long term or something. Like, what the fuck?
like extended release of the drug.
No, like the part of the
The
charge
parties.
is called- the part, like
The
how
freak
long
off.
is these parties going? The freak offs, which is
Oh, crazy.
a bonkers thing to name.
Crazy.
Mr. Dave,
I mean, how is Freak Offs worse than Freak Meek?
It's
Mr. Dave,
not.
have you ever said
That's
the
why
two
your
words?
generation has no room to talk about nobody.
Well, Diddy is my generation.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
is.
I'm just saying, y'all be talking about the youngsters and their music and how they dress and shit.
Because they got crappy music and they dress stupid.
Here we are. And here we are. And it all started because Cassie sued his ass. And you sewed that thing up within 24 to 48 hours and was like, please don't tell nobody. Please stop. And
Have
then
you
next
read
thing
some
we
of these
knew
text messages
that he sent to her?
that some of his victims have sent to him?
No.
It is. Sheesh.
Ooh, Dawn Richards came out too.
Yeah, she sure did.
Dang.
Who is Don Riches? Who's that?
Richards, she was in the P. Diddy group he made, Danity Kane. Which
Oh,
I
Dawn.
love Danny.
I didn't know her
Dawn.
last name, Don. Yeah, Danny Kane was dope as hell.
And we didn't believe that white girl, even though her face is not the same face that we saw on the show. I don't know
At all.
who that is now, but she used to say, like, yo, Diddy is not right. Diddy be doing wild shit. And we was like, shut up, white girl. And the one time we don't listen. That's
The
what
quote that I was trying to come up with earlier: extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers.
Oh wow.
Oh, I was offered that job. I turned it down.
Turned it down.
Yeah.
Rodney
Too busy.
Little Rod
Just too
Jones.
busy.
Shit,
Yeah.
that shit
Fitting
going
into
on.
your schedule.
So Jomar said the lawyers said that he went to New York to turn himself in. If he did, then why did he have narcotics in his room?
In his hotel room, he went to New York because he knew he was going to be arrested by the feds. When they got him, he had narcotics in the hotel room. Sir,
Make that make sense.
you know they coming.
And I heard they opening up Kim Porter's death.
Diary. Oh,
I heard they reopening up, reinvestigating that because they was like,
Are they also using this as an opportunity to reinvestigate or open or continue the investigation to Tupac's death? I saw that, but I didn't look deep enough to see if it was just a meme.
I didn't know if it was a meme or not, but they need to reopen Biggie's for sure. How you get shot? How Biggie get shot 9 times sitting next to you and not one bullet hit you?
Right.
That's what the baby oil is for.
Uh-huh.
Bullets slid
That's
right
why you
off
need
him.
Bullets sit right off. Baby oil, you've been in baby oil pocket for years.
That man is
Losing
coated.
the medicinal powers of it.
Slick.
It's slick.
I'm wearing a baby-proof vest.
Today. You're dumb. Okay, so Casanova, that was the first one. Bow. Then Derek Lee, Cardello Smith. Okay, bow. Rodney Lil Rod Jones. I have to say this in court. I have to say, and Rodney Lil Rod.
Lil Rod ass.
Joey Joie Dickerson Neal. More women coming forward. Anonymous plaintiff. Unnamed accuser named Jane Doe. Like, she's so scared of him, she won't even say her name in court. Crystal McKinney, April Lambrose, Dawn Richards. More allegations. Baby, Diddy going to jail. And
Diddy's already in jail.
He
No
is in
bail.
jail.
So listen, he offered to park his airplane and try to sell it. He offered up his passport, his entire family's passports. He offered up like millions of dollars.
He said no women.
50 million.
Okay, let me come back to that women thing. And yeah, 50 million. He offered up $50 million, and they still said, "Nah, you still a flight risk." But then he said he wouldn't have any women visit him. Hell, the women ain't the one who need to be worried.
That
Right.
said, extended performances by male.
And I promise, ain't no women's. I ain't gay no more. Ain't no women is gonna be harmed by me, friend. I'm a friend. I mean, you know, there have been allegations about Diddy for years. This is not.
But not
new.
allegations like there were with R. Kelly, where there's like confirmed, like people coming out, like saying specifics, times, dates, a legal document like the marriage certificate to Aaliyah.
Sure, like
a
it
lot
wasn't.
of close people, inside sources said blah blah blah.
Industry people have known about Diddy for a long time, but the problem is that
He had all the evidence. He kept all the evidence
and billions of dollars.
The problem
And
is they couldn't get anything to stick because of the baby oil.
because of the baby oil. Oh.
And it came back around.
And you know what we can do? We can always bring it back around. So glad you said something. This podcast is sponsored by baby oil.
Get your 1,000 bottles today.
If you need a little slicking, whatever I'm about to say after this actually isn't appropriate. So
we gonna get canceled.
We can't get
Oh
canceled
my
when they ain't here.
goodness.
Hey, all these people that can hear us. Oh dang, I messed up something. What did I do?
You went away.
Oh no.
Slippery stealing. I'll be watching you from Sting.
Okay, sorry. I was touching stuff. Now I won't touch it like the baby oil.
That's what she said.
We should have a word of the day, and like remember in Pee Wee's Playhouse. That would make so much sense why he was on Slippery stealing. I'll be watching you from Sting.
Which is a creepy song already.
Oh man, and you made so much money off of
Oh,
him
God.
dead. You made a song literally. His body wasn't even cold yet. It was like 112. Sing now. Every time I say
Faith.
Faith.
This is pretty fucked up.
That's crazy. Crazy. That man, they got racketeering on him. Huh?
And he's ain't nobody fucking to snitch on. Because he
Racketeer. Oh wow.
He's
okay. All right.
he's another motherfucker with the glasses.
No.
You're muted. You gotta unmute.
Oh.
What's the problem?
You know,
I thought you looked good.
Thank you, hating ass haters.
I need y'all to keep y'all relationship flirtiness to a minimum while we're on the air.
Hello,
What are you talking
everyone.
about?
Yeah, let's see.
Rachel, we're the odd one.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
There.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
Let's go.
I hate it here.
I mean,
I need y'all to really grow up because things are out of control.
Baby Christina, baby RIP. Dang, they both did. God damn. Okay.
Oh, wait.
I don't have
Chloe-
any glasses. They're in my car.
Hold on.
Jay.
Let's go with the Gucci's.
These are prescriptions, so I don't know what they are, but
I
they were fashionably made, and so if we're gonna do it like,
I have
we
too
go-
little of a face. These make me look like a bug.
no, you look like girl from The Incredibles, the little one. What's her name?
Oh, the one that makes the costumes. What's her name?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know.
Edna.
Wow, look at
Edna?
Christian Michael. He's not in the
Edna?
car.
He looking like
I'll
Chef.
approve of y'all eyewear. Thank you so much, Jomar. Thank you for bringing that into the space. Dave, get yourself together.
I'm
Rainbow is
trying.
out.
See anything?
I'm going in my costume box.
It's
Hold on.
dark.
Dave got a costume box. You better watch your mouth. The fans
Uh-oh.
listening. They out here. That's how it starts. You get a costume box.
Sorry.
You get some
You
baby
get the
oil. Yeah.
Next thing you got 3 or 4 pools.
I have no bottles of baby oil at my house.
That is
All out,
a
huh?
normal thing. A normal thing to respond.
I might have a bottle of baby oil, but guess what? I also have babies. So
And it's a singular bottle.
it is one bottle.
And a normal amount
You
of
know
baby
how
oil.
long it takes for someone to get through baby oil?
It depends what
Bottle.
you're doing.
I've had one bottle.
It depends what you're doing.
If you're say filling a baby pool, it's probably
Right.
pretty
Oh,
quickly.
for sure. If I'm like 2 bottles in, squeezing over a pool, it might be a little different. It takes so long. Baby bottle pop was a thing. It's still a thing. My middle schoolers still have baby bottle pop. It's
What the fuck
disgusting.
is that?
It's you get it's like a little bottle candy thing. It's like a little like a bottle
I'm
nipple
sorry,
on top.
I can't. My
And then
vision
you
is
dip
bad.
it under. You dip it in the powder, and then you bring it up. You dip it in the powder,
Oh,
and bring it up.
and just
Disgusting.
consistently.
That's why.
lick it.
That's why children stay sick because they do dumb stuff.
That's like fun
that.
dip,
It is like fun dip, but gross.
but add plastic because fuck the environment.
Right. Well, why we care about that?
See,
Dave's looking okay.
I
So
used to eat Kool-Aid.
Diddy was a thing. Anything else? Anything else news wise that's like really grind your gears, or just something
Iman
that you
Shumpert
want to bring to
sucks.
the space?
That's it. Iman Shumpert is trash.
Tova reading out the NDA with those instructions. I can't stand you. Whatever.
Mhm.
Mm. Oh, Iman
I
Shumpert.
can't.
That's the news that came in today.
Mhm.
Who brought that into the space? Was that
Me,
you?
because I'm mad about it. Mhm.
Don't tell your truth. Tell your truth. Speak the
So Iman Shumpert was photographed on the beach with Amber Rose.
if you did not know, Iman Shumpert was a professional basketball player for a very long time. He was like mid. I would give him a strong 7.5. He was on a championship team, so he does have a ring, but like he kind of disappeared.
But the only thing important about him is that his wife was Tiana Taylor.
His wife was Tiana Taylor, and they have 2 beautiful, beautiful girls who look like Tiana Taylor. So
Disgusting.
So he is apparently had an affair, allegedly had
Yes,
an affair.
because Tiana's friend went in the comments of that post and was like, I'm tired of being quiet. You've been taking the high road, homie. Fuck him, basically.
And to
And
that
told
friend,
Amber
I
Rose
would've-
and tagged her and said, try to tell these people it's a lie because we got receipts.
if I was Tiana Taylor, I would DM or private call my friend and say, "You a bitch," but also thank you because I can't say nothing because I'm Tiana Taylor. So, or Tiana Taylor was on her account. Girl, give me your phone. I'm sick of this shit.
Mhm.
And start tagging people. Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Iman because honestly, the best thing that you had was that you married married Tiana Taylor. So we was really happy for you. It was like, man, what a glow up! Like you got a bad one. Like good job for you. And then you
Went straight from glow up to blow up.
blow up. Michael Hatcher, when you first said it, he said that is that the girl with the tattoo on her head. And that's all we really even need to know about the situation. Hey, Dave got himself together finally.
Mhm. I
Sunglasses.
had to go out to my car to get him.
I know that's right. You're muted, Christopher Michael. I don't understand.
What?
You can't see it?
What?
I mean, I don't understand how that woman has a baby on Monday and then has a 6-pack by Thursday. I don't understand how it happened. Because when I had a baby, I didn't have one before or after. But what I'm saying is that some people have the gift, and I did not get that. I just got cute little. I don't understand. She probably just had the baby right now, and she was like, "All right, let me go to the pool." She had her babies in it naturally, one at home because she couldn't get to the hospitals fast enough. She had the first one, it in there, and then the second was like, "Well, we already did it at the bathroom. Let's just go ahead and make it happen." Anyway, Christopher Michael, is your mics? Is it you're figuring it out?
Are they micing?
Still can't hear you, friend.
Your mic ain't micing.
Your mic is not micing.
Last thing I'll say about it, Maxim's hottest, sexiest woman in the world. That's it.
It's a bi woman who is inviting other
I
women
can't
into
do it,
y'all
guys. I
space
can't see.
on purpose by accident. We did have a more vulgar conversation about it offline, but I will hold that conversation later. If you would like to know more, send us money.
It was really vulgar. It was way over the top.
That's a nice way to say what that conversation was.
I have this space for a reason.
I mean, I had 2 babies for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta.
That's not what I meant at all. That could have been.
No, you can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you.
I can hear you now.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Good. Yeah, Berber.
Hey, I want to
Left
circle.
out, but I can't see.
I wanted to circle back around.
Yes.
P. Diddy walking into the freak off.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's what 1,000 bottles of baby oil will do for you.
So shiny.
What Joe we say? This is why we only have February because of this. So, any other memes that come up, please bring it our way. We need every meme. If you have a good meme, please send it to awesomepoetryslam@gmail.com. If you have a question that you would like us to answer, and I don't know why, but we are all unhinged and we will answer the question for you. If you got a relationship problem, let us know. You want us to cuss your best friend out because she being stupid? Send us an email. awesomepoetryslam@gmail.com.
Baby, the way we need to start having a relationship segment.
Child, I don't know.
No, we don't.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I don't know any of us that's actually.
Oh man.
Mike will lead that conversation. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. From my knowledge, you're the only one that has a relationship that actually seems healthy on the outside. So, friend, thank you so much.
Listen, coaches don't play. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I'm also drinking. This is also sponsored by Coca-Cola. It's not sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Mm-mm.
Coaches don't play, and players who ain't did shit shouldn't be coaching.
Define did shit.
Right, hold on. Coach,
In the-
coach of what? What are we doing? What are we talking about?
I'm being petty unnecessarily.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we get into the pettiness in just a second too. Okay, so anything else that is grind our gears that we would like to discuss and bring to the space? Any news outside of poetry? Because I think we have a hot one tonight about the poetry. So let's see how that goes. Mike, you read the news? Anything popped out for you?
Poetry wise?
No, outside of poetry.
Outside of poetry.
Take the glasses off so you can hear.
No.
That's me when I'm driving.
Yeah. Nothing popping out yet.
Oh, okay. Dave, anything popped off for you? I had one more.
No, I am avidly ignoring the news right now to focus on my own mental health and well-being.
That's so good. I wish that I followed suit. That's not what I've been doing. I have been obsessed with listening to NPR. What about you, Chris? You heard anything in the news that's been like, wow?
Well, you know, the cat and dog fiasco down in Springfield, Ohio is still popping right now.
Well, did you see JD Vance was like, if I have to make shit up,
Yes.
make shit up.
Make shit up in order for people to pay attention to you. If I have to create a story so people listen, then that's what I got to do. He's an idiot.
I would like to know what white woman playbook he has been reading because.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you see that he took his wife, Isha, to a butcher shop? Like doing one of those meet the people type shit and went into a butcher shop. Now, okay, that's no big deal. But Usha is a vegan. She's not just a vegan. She's a practicing Hindu vegan, and cows are sacred. That's like taking a Muslim to a pork packing plant. Like
that is
here's the thing.
not
She
at
knew
all
what she
surprising.
signed up for. Ain't
That-
nobody married to a JD Vance and was like, shocker, he's an idiot. You knew that. Or
That's
whoever, however y'all arranged that marriage, they knew that. So, girl,
I mean, do you
bad
think
for her
it
at all. You
was
got
an
this-
arranged marriage? Like, that would make a lot of sense to me, right?
To be fair,
Yeah.
JD
marry
Vance at
JD.
one point was a never Trump. So
true that he did say, and he said
might
Trump
not
was
be
America.
married.
He said Trump was America's German mustache man.
That's what he
Mhm.
said. That's what he
Yeah.
said.
That
And
was
he
a
said
good
right
call.
there
Probably
by
don't
him.
say that
Well,
on here.
I'm not gonna say anything without, talking to him first. You gonna have to, because you don't know what that man is gonna say at any other time. You better catch him in the moment, and then he gonna forget. So good luck to you. Yeah, the I'm gonna make up stuff is wild to me, to saying out loud. Megan Kelly called, who did she call? She called Joy Reid from MSNBC the most racist person on television.
When
And
Laura,
then had
whatever
a
her
white
fucking
man on
name
there
is,
that said Haitian N-words with a hard
Oh
R.
yeah, I caught that part. Yeah, that's the video clip we need to play. Find that.
Hey, no, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that because we gonna get demonetized, destroyed, they gonna ban shit. I'm not about to do that. If you want to go look, it's all over TikTok right now. Megan Kelly's interview with whatever that white man is.
I don't think I can search
We're
that
off
on
the roof.
TikTok.
I hate.
I posted no bond for the diddler on the roof because R. Kelly's called the Pied Piper. So,
Why did we not think of that then? Do you know who the Pied Piper was?
Yes,
Stories?
yes.
Because you're
He
smart.
used his music to lure away children.
Yes, you know, I'm not saying you. Thank you for.
You in
I'm
the
saying
general societal sense.
the youth out there in the live, like we as a collective unit was like, oh
y'all.
yeah, the Pied Piper. That sound great. Do 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 do. He dance. Look at him. Look at him move.
Look at him move.
Yeah, we
He's
was
so
like, oh,
talented.
he's so talented. Yo, Boondocks was never wrong. Boondocks were never ever wrong. They weren't ever wrong. They was just before their time. That's one
And
show
if
that
Uncle
I'm
Kenny
like,
goes to jail, I'll piss on your cat.
if I PP, I move.
She saw Pete coming. She stayed.
She's becoming. She's
The victim.
shout out
And
to,
at what
shout
point
out
does
to
personal
Cartoon
accountability come
Network
into
for
play?
Adult Swim for giving us a chance. And
Best
thanks, shout out to everybody that was on that
ever.
show. What a great time. That's why millennials is the way we are, because we grew up with Boondocks and In Living Color. And y'all think we gonna be right. That's ridiculous.
This is my song for real, no doubt.
Come on.
I'm sorry that R. Kelly was. What did you? I thought it was 1996. You.
Rachel, was you around for 1990? Oh yeah, you old.
I was 10. I was not allowed to listen to R. Kelly.
Fair, good, great. We were at weddings. Step in the name of love. Step now in the name of love. Step in the name of love. Oh, every black family in the night from 1995 to 2000 and maybe 3.
24.
Here and now, I promise to love faithfully.
No, all I need.
Okay, with the low vibrato. Ooh.
They got a biopic about Luther Vandross coming out.
I don't want to see. Nope.
I'm watching.
Nope.
And if they don't say that man was gay, lies and fallacies. Luther was gay, and we need to address that as a community. That nigga was gay.
It doesn't even matter no more.
Well, he dead now. Yeah, it don't matter no more. But it mattered. It matters. For all the gay boys that was listening to him talking about, I know he ain't talking to no girl. I'm so happy that we can't monetize my pictures.
Wow.
That's wild. We have way too much time on our hands as a unit right now.
Time and date.
Okay, so I think, has everyone shared their
news
update?
Mm-hmm.
There was one other thing. The Teamsters, which has supported the Democratic Party for the last 150 years, decided not to vote for or not to support anyone.
Great.
Wow, that's.
If I'm not mistaken, the Fraternal Order of Police came out for Trump, or maybe it was one of. I don't know if they're all the Fraternal Order of Police for the entire country or just one sect.
Also, that's wild because you are backing up an actual felon and not the prosecutor. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I wonder what could be the reason.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I can't think of anything. I can't figure out what the difference is between the two candidates that would make a difference like that.
Wow. I'm trying to both have been in government, one a little bit longer. Just saying. Oh, he took off the glasses quick. Hold on, wait. Are we taking them off? Because he took off.
So can I put my 2 cents in real quick?
Oh, yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'd like 3 cents.
One side worked with cops to prosecute a whole bunch of different cases, and the state is the white guy who likes to hunt and fish in his time off. Right. The other side is the 1% celebrity and some couches. I just, I can't.
I don't understand.
I'm trying not to be angry. I'm trying.
I don't know if
Well, here's
anger
a funny.
is my feeling, but oh, look at him. That's what he looked like at the debate. Crazy ass.
Oh wow, that looks just like him.
That look. I
Whoa.
mean,
Wow.
fitting image.
That's wow.
Where is Melania?
She don't fuck with him.
She ain't fucked with him before.
Well, now she really don't. Because apparently he fucking Laura Loomer.
I heard about that.
Face
Her nostrils
ass.
not the same size. And the
Her
first
whole
time
face is
I
fucked up.
saw of her, the first
That bitch
picture
is younger
I saw
than me.
her, she said Shaniqua DEI, and they talk like this and they talk like that, but your nostrils is not the same size. And I can't listen to nothing else you have said. Why your
It's
nose
that
not the right one?
botulism of the face is all I know. It
She has
looks
had
bad.
her face.
She
a
is younger
clump
than
of
I
her
am.
lip. She's like 23.
She's
Yeah.
31.
Yeah, 31.
Or was that hyperbole? Did I just ruin your hyperbole moment?
The girl 19 years old looking like that. If we just making up stuff at this point, you don't have to tell the truth. Look at her nose. Look at her nose. She looked like Lurch.
It looks like it hurts.
She looked like Lurch's like cousin, little sister.
Speaking of Lurch,
That's
Yeah,
what she looked like before.
Yeah,
But that's what she looked like today. What is it?
bad angle.
What was she doing? It couldn't have been
I don't know, but
it
it's
couldn't have been given and given like that.
unfortunate.
That's crazy. That is some crazy stuff. That girl said DEI Howard.
And
Hire.
Marjorie
What
Taylor
have you
Greene.
actually done? All the women that you have talked about have degrees on degrees on degrees, and you only claim to
Dropped
fame
out of
because
college.
you figured out how to go on the internet. Wonderful. It's great for you.
She is a college dropout.
Trump is too. Or he paid somebody. There's no way he went to Wharton School of Business.
Trump University.
From the university. He went to
Trump
the university.
University.
Oh God.
The one that got shut down for fraud.
Okay, so this is the topic we were going to talk about today. I'm glad I don't know how far we're into this. Oh, we're
47 minutes.
An hour?
First of all, you've only been
You were
here
late.
14 minutes, so you calm yourself down, final act, okay?
The closer.
But yeah, so tonight, we just talking about like the inclusivity and exclusivity that we have experienced in the slam.
Yeah.
How you talking so big when you outside the club type of business?
Popping off at the mouth and you ain't been nowhere forever.
Been nowhere. You got a CD out and you only got four poems. Wild.
Ooh.
But I want to talk about our experience of like, I think we've kind of done this before, but like now from when we first started slam and how we entered it to how we feel now. And I'm not talking about slam like, yes, slam being on a team, all that stuff, but like slam community is bigger than just people that's on the stage, right? There are some people that have been in the slam community for years, decades. And I've never heard a poem from them. Who is
Beeping.
thinking like that?
I make it stop immediately.
It's got to be Chris, because that's the only person that.
Look guilty.
Right. Uh-huh. Yeah.
How can you see the guilt? You can't even see my eyes. What are you talking about?
You carry your guilt in the lower half of your face.
Beard.
It's the jawline that's really
No.
sad.
Jaw relaxes. The
Wow.
bottom lip gets a little heavier.
So, really, we're just talking about, and if you try to figure out who we talking about, why we talking about it, don't, because.
But if the shoe fits, wear it.
But if the shoe is fitting you, put the other shoe
Be
on.
like
and listen.
Cinderella and strap that.
Shut
bitch
the
on.
fuck up. No, I don't know. Oh, it's a cute picture, you, Chris. Oh, good job. So anyway, so this conversation is more just like, hey, we just telling y'all what it was, and then what we tried. I can't just listen no more. I'm so sorry. My eyes is actually hurting. Trying to hang out with you youngins. So yeah, who Mike, because you're the out of towner, tell us about how your experiences was getting into slam. What was that like for you?
Well, it was horrible. Like I didn't come. I came straight to slam. It wasn't no open mic. It wasn't like I got used to it. I slowly warmed up to it. Nope. The first poetry event I went to was Dallas Slam, and Gemini was hosting that day. Shout out Gemini. Y'all know who Gemini is. Very talented poet. Um, I went up there and I read out of my book. And I think I got like a 4 and a 5.5, and yeah, it was bad. I was heartbroken. But Gemini came up to me. She was like, it happens. You should come back next week. And I started coming back, and then I became Michael Hatcher.
That's right. I know that's right. And what a Michael Hatcher we have become. So how do you feel about when new people come into the space? How do you want them to receive slam, and how do you like support new poets coming in?
So I try to make sure that their experience is nothing like mine. I remember that, and I remember how much it hurt. And so like when I see new poets, or I know it's a poet's first time getting on the mic, I try to make sure I speak with them, kind of like Gemini did me. Let them know, hey, the scores don't matter. Let them know that we do workshops. Please come out, share your work with me. I'll share work with you. Like, just kind of like, it doesn't matter whether it's your first day or you've been doing this for 20 years. I'm gonna treat you the same way.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.
Can I also just say, like, I did slam in New York, and I hated
No,
it.
you can't just say, Dave, because your internet's not letting you be great, or is it not letting me be great? Who's
Can
not
you
great?
Can you not hear me?
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you
you.
fine, and you're not choppy or blurry or anything.
Okay. So I did slam in New York for the better part of a year, and while I did like relatively okay, I hated it. The scene there was toxic. It doesn't even exist anymore. Like, it's not a venue. Because it tore itself apart because nobody was supportive. It was head-to-head battles first off, and then when you got off stage, uh, everyone was just talking smack about everyone else. And so it like there were fist fights, there was drama and beef on a regular basis. And I was like, this is definitely not my vibe. Slam poetry is not for me. And then I like came to Austin, and one of my friends invited me out. And I was like, well, okay, I haven't been to a show in forever. Why don't I go check it out? And the vibe was completely different. Like, poets were going hugging each other after bouts. Like, there was such a sense of community and belonging and support that it was like, what is this? Like, so far removed from what I had, seen previously. It completely changed my point of view on it.
I'm happy that you had, it's so sad. Like a lot of times we try to like hold on to slam as if it's some type of like unicorn, and we have to protect it at all costs, or it's gonna be ruined. Like, if the origins of slam is true, they were trying to create a space for non-academic spaces where people could still do poetry and don't have to like be in a college to do so. Then it's weird to me when we go from, yeah, it's free for everybody, anarchy, blah 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 blah, and then they're like, no, but we have to provide guardrail. I mean, not guardrails, but like gatekeep and all of this stuff to a community that's already small. Like, there's poetry, but really, it's like spoken word is like, and like poetry is like in the bucket, and then we in the thimble of the bucket. Like, slam is
Don't
really just a drop.
don't back away from your microphone, Tova. Your
Duh.
voice went away.
Ah.
See, should have told Kim K.
That's what we should.
Put it in your mouth.
And we always go back.
Do that again. Put that in your mouth.
My throat. Do.
We hit that. We did that.
Oh man.
So
We gonna do it.
anyway, I love that we can be serious and then unhinged all in the same life. That's great. I love that for us. What about you, Christopher Michael? What was your experience? You are the oldest of G's for the Austin Poetry community. So tell us how it was in the time. Tell us, Father, how was it in the olden times?
In the before time,
In ye olden days.
well, my first poetry slam experience, I did an open mic, and this guy invited me out to a bookstore. And that night they happened to be having a slam. I didn't know what poetry slam was. I entered the competition, and I won. So that was an ego hype. So I was like, "Oh shit, I'm good at this. I'll keep going." So, but I started going to Austin Poetry Slam, and the slam experience was good until I started winning, and I was winning off the bat. And my experience on the team sucked ass both times. I was the slam champion of the entire year, 2005 and 6, and I mean, even the second year in a row that I won, they treated me like the rookie on the team. And the organization at the time made rules to keep me out, to make it harder for me to slam. And I was slam champ 2005. They made a rule to make it harder in 2006, so I came back and won anyway.
So you were the Simone Biles of slam.
Not realizing that I would drive. I'll drive an hour and come out here every single week, come back home at midnight and still go to work at my career job.
Right.
So
that's what they be forgetting is like people got jobs
yeah.
and still going out and doing poetry.
But overall, I've had, maybe I just don't remember all the bad stuff. I've had mostly positive experiences. No, actually, when I go places, they try to shut me out. And then every place I've gone that they tried to shut me out of, I wound up owning or becoming the president of. So if you don't want me to take your shit, then let me just come in and play with you.
I just want to do a couple of poems.
Do my little poem.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take your shit. Some hood ass shit right there. That is. Oh, you don't let me play? That's fine. I'll take your shit.
Take your ball.
Like Debo. You took my thing. Rachel, we're gonna let you go last because you're the newest of the bunch, and so I'm really interested on your perspective. Is it everyone? Is mine?
It's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Picture it, Cicero, 1945. Sorry. I started slamming, much to Christopher Michael, who does not believe me. I started in 2000. I started coming to slam in 2008. It was right before.
2006 is when you first came out, but you weren't actually slamming. You just came out to see the thing.
It's not. I was living in Dallas, living my best ratchet life.
You came down to Nationals in 2006.
I did not. The first time I heard about slam or poetry or anything like that, I did go to Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu used to have an open mic in Dallas, and I went to that. I didn't get on the mic or anything, but I was waiting for Erykah Badu, and she never showed up, which I don't know why I was waiting for Erykah Badu. Erykah be downtown, and her show be 30 minutes away, and be like, girl, I'll be there when I come there. So I don't know what I was actually expecting. But I did not come to, and it was Austin Neil Soul. Because Joe B, shout out to Element 615, Joe B. We used to work together at
a place.
And oh yeah, that too. I thought you said pill, and I was like, that's not werewolf. I've never worked at a pill place, not ever in my life,
Not never.
never time. And he kept asking me for like months because he knew my mom. My mom used to be the managing librarian at Carver Library, and then Carver did a whole bunch of poetry stuff. Which, hey, you may have seen me at a poetry thing because my mom had it at the Carver Library, and that's how I met Joe B, and that's how I met B Fran. Or you may have been there. I don't remember. But anyway, I finally went because I broke up with someone, and I had time on my hands because I wasn't planning for my future. So I was like, well, the day is not. Chris, are you trying to look back in 2006 and try to see if you can find a picture of me? Because you will not find it. It's not there. Because you looking hard, and it's making me nervous because you're gonna find like a high
Now,
school.
what if I pull up a picture?
Then it's inaccurate. Then you've made a what is it? A fake narrative. You just making up stories.
Whatever. You sound like a Republican.
I can't, and I had a really great experience until I started slamming. When I started slamming, it was like, who is she? What is she? What does she want? Who is she with? Blah blah blah. And I made the team in 2009 because I was really determined. Because I was like, it's performance and it's like theater. I can do that, and I am a decent writer. I could do that. And so I made the team in Neo. Thank God. In 2009, honestly, I don't know what I'd be if I didn't make the team. And then I went to Austin Poetry Slam by happenstance. Honestly, low key, APS is the reason why I started hosting because he who shall not be named. There's so many of them, but
So which one?
I love it when you call me. Come on, Chris. Come on, honey. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Eric Ott.
I'm trying really hard not to use any of the names, but and then none of y'all. You write that down, Eric. You remember him? You know him, Eric. Anyway, he was leaving the city for some reason, and he was like, "Hey, you want to host APS?" And I was like, "Sure. What is that?" And that was my first time hosting a slam. Well, first time hosting was hosting a slam.
He made me want to host at nationals. I was like, I want to do that, and I want to do it like that.
Yeah, true. There are a couple of hosts that I was like, I can host. Or there's been times I've been to nationals and the hosting was bad, and I was like, I can do better.
We've had some bad hosts. Oh, on the final stage, City be doing some horrible picks.
Awful. Tangent. Off. Back. On. When I made the team, I didn't have bad experiences, but it was certain poets or certain people in the community that made it uncomfortable to be here because they would never say anything directly to my face, but it was always, well, she said and he said. And I was like, maybe 27, 28 when I first got into the slam. And so I was like, why are these grown-ass women talking so much shit about me?
Jealousy.
Well, that's what I didn't understand. I was just trying to have everybody like me, and then y'all didn't like me. And I was like, that's so weird that you just don't like someone that actively wants to like them. And then I realized, oh, they don't like themselves. It's something within them that's the problem. It's not me. And then I just started running shit. And so I was like, if you not gonna make the space available for me, then I'll just take it. And that's where we are now. And then
we're the last standing.
I mean, you know, it takes a village to keep stuff like this together. Thank God we don't have this like, oh, it's just about me, all that stuff. I mean, I see I'm the CEO and creative director, but like honestly, fuck me. It doesn't matter what like what title I have. If you don't have people behind you that's or with you that's supporting you and doing the work, like all this shit is for naught. What I'm gonna do? Run the show by myself? That's stupid. And for new poets that come in, I hope that we are providing a space where everybody feels like they can be their free creative selves. Um, if spaces are felt uncomfortable, as long as people are like, you don't have to like everybody that comes to the slam because that's never been a thing, but you will know that this is a space that you can share your work with it, however you take that. And I feel like because of what is it? What's that one? Sean Johnson and Johnson. Wow. Keep them coming, friend. That's what we always need. Is that happening? Yeah, I mean, I try to make an invited space, but like sometimes people come in that's not in the, like people leave slam for whatever reason they leave slam, and it happens, you know. Like slam ain't for everybody, the community ain't for everybody. I hope you find one that is yours. But they feel some type of ownership to it if they've been around for a certain amount of years or whatever the case may be. And I don't own this shit. I don't own slam. I don't. And it could be here today, gone tomorrow. That's why I still got my kids. I still got my life. I still got y'all as a people. Um, but is it right? Oh, somebody probably. But yeah, that's been my experience. I feel like I hope that APS feels like a more inclusive space than it was before. Um, Definitely a lot more diversity and voices that I've seen before. A lot more mature because we're not on a college campus, so not as problematic as it used to be. Wow, back in the day. Shout out to Spider House for holding us down for like a decade. We made them so much money. Um, anyway, but yeah, Rachel, what has been your experience when you first came in, and then how do you feel now, like being one of the organizers of said slam?
I've told the first slam story before, but I was tricked into it basically. Christopher Michael saw me at an open mic at Victory Grill and sent me an invitation for a poetry thing at Native, and I show up, and he pulls everybody out, and we start drawing cards.
Oh no!
I was like, what is happening?
Oh no!
And he starts going over the rules. I was like, I've never timed a poem ever in my life. I don't know what's happening. I did not make it out of the first round.
Oh, you didn't win your first slam? Ah, wow. Wow.
It's hard to suck.
How did you get here?
So you weren't like the slam champ for like a whole entire season on your first time out?
I did not continue on the next 25 years being a slam champ. I did not.
International. You didn't become an international.
No.
Oh yeah.
Can I, as a quick aside, just say that it took me more than a full year to get to final stage?
Huh.
Well, I got third once.
That's final stage.
Yeah.
When I tell you, yes, I made it on final stage my first year in slam, but it was only, especially at Neo, baby. Listen, so it is a slow month, and then it'll pick back up. I promise. But it used to be rough at Neo sometimes. It used to be the DJ, the door, the poets. Thank you. Have a great day. And the liquor was poured so heavy. It was like I don't know. It felt like the Divis and Bar. Shout out to Club Illusions. It doesn't exist anymore. Thank God.
Illusions?
Oh yeah, Neo used to be at
Oh
Illusions.
wow.
Neo used to be at Illusions.
That gives
You
me
know
way
anything about
more clear
Austin?
context. Jesus. Okay.
It's like Midtown of the North. And
That is where Vince Young tried to talk to me. I didn't know who he was. And I was like, your breath stinks. And I walked away.
Oh, that's wild.
because he'll give you a baby and won't take care of it.
Oh shit. Because I know things.
Because I know.
Hold on.
Oh.
We're throwing shade. I'm putting these back up.
Oh, that's the indicator. Okay. All right. Okay. And let
I'm
me tell you
unaware
another
such
thing
things
about
there.
him.
No.
I don't know anything else. That's all
Well, I met him years later downtown and his breath still stank. So that's not a good sign.
He married a whole wife and your breast. She got to tell him. He ain't got no more money.
You should, ma'am. Your pH has got to be all over the place.
He ain't got no more money. He ain't got that
Not balanced is what she means.
because you know what he missing.
Damn.
That baby oil. If he just had that.
Can you imagine going to the doctor and you have your pap and they say, ma'am, you have gingivitis?
Oh, that made my stomach burn.
She had to leave on that note. It was too much.
Saw a video today of a dentist that said he was cleaning this lady's teeth, and then afterwards she's like, I have kind of an embarrassing question. What is it if you're like kissing someone kind of heavily and all of a sudden it tastes metallic? And he's like, well, I hate to tell you this, it's either blood or pus.
It could also be they're on iron.
I don't think your mouth tastes like iron.
But usually men aren't on iron pills, so it's probably blood or pus. Your mouth tastes like pussy. Oh shit!
That's disgusting.
Oh.
Because I really can't take it.
Ugh. Even worse if it's bloody pussy.
What is happening right now?
Oh,
What are we talking about?
crazy. That is crazy. Wow, that you came back for that too, right on time.
Wow, that's the part I come back on. Trying to get some water. Trying to be
Oh my God.
trying to drink some water and that's wild. What is wrong with
That gave me Oscar so bad.
you? Yeah,
Oh,
so my theory of my life is that
Tova.
no, we have to get off this topic. We have to leave it alone. I don't know where we got to where blood was involved, but we have to
I was talking
come
about
back.
my experience with Slam.
Oh, go ahead. Because I forgot. Because now he started talking about blood, and I was like, blood in, blood out. We don't need to do that.
Long story short, I've been really lucky, I think. Part is that I am delusional and I don't pay attention to how people feel about me for the most part. I don't care.
Well, you know, I was able to resculpt the entire culture of Austin poetry before your arrival. So you showed up just in time to benefit from
He did that.
the shadow of my greatness.
He did that.
Oh,
I appreciate you.
You're welcome, sir. Thank me very much.
Hard living in here in your
Dave's
shadow.
head is about to explode.
Ah. Thank you, Christopher Michael, for your many,
It's
many,
so
many,
cold here in your shadows.
many, 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 many years that you have dedicated to cultivating many years of cultivating a well positive many years of
Tova, you are not far behind me.
I am. I am.
No, no.
It
I
was
am.
2006, Tova. Don't you remember?
Did you know? There's no way. Here's the thing how I know that that's no way. I pledged in spring 2003. By spring 2006, fall 2006, where I was, none of y'all was. Okay. I was out there at Kerr Beach. I was out there in a stroll line. I was out there yipping with my whole. Listen, I didn't know nothing. My job was to see if I could see all the Greek men and see what I could see and say what I could say. That was my job for that time. For some reason, they made me president of my chapter. I said, I don't know why y'all did that. Because I ain't living my life right now at all. I'm still having fun. And y'all, I was 18 when I pledged. Fresh 18. When I pledged Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. And I acted a whole donkey in Dallas, Texas for multiple years until I ran out of money at UT Arlington and had to come back home.
Like, hey, that was fun. Bye.
I had changed my major at least 5 times at that point.
That's
It
wild.
was a good time, not a long time. I started out as a communications major because I didn't know what the hell. I said, I like talking. So communication sounds great. And then I was like watching too much CSI. And I said, you know what I can't be? A forensic scientist.
Yeah, they tie in well.
Yeah.
I said I could do that. And they said organic chemistry. I said, ooh, never mind.
Nope.
Let's look at something else.
Yeah, Oakham was a fat no. Mm-mm.
Wow, she said there's no carbons in here. I said, oh, well, I'm lost. I don't know what. Where's the carbons? How's it organic?
I tried to do regular chemistry and didn't make it.
I like regular chemistry.
No, I didn't make it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I didn't go back to school for a long time because I needed chemistry. But I finally found a school that didn't expect me to do chemistry. And then I was like, all right, let's get that degree.
He's like, that's better. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Much better.
Yeah. Oh, is it this one? Oh, wow. It's the wrong camera. But whatever, we're here. I thought I was.
Did you pledge anything, Dave?
Sorry?
Did you pledge anything?
Oh, no. No.
Not long hair Dave in a grunge band. No, he didn't have time.
No.
Dave strikes me as a Q.
Yo.
No.
Wow.
So, like, when I was in college, like, I had way
Absolutely
past my shoulders. I was only going to punk shows. Like, that was not my vibe.
If he was in the white frat and they all hung out on the lawn, but like they were the cool ones because they was definitely smoking weed. You knew they were. They were
I'm
like
not
the
gonna
rich
deny that.
kids.
I am not going to deny that.
They were the rich kids, but they weren't Sigma Chi's. Sigma Chi's is straight laced, had button ups. They really reminded me of Kappas, but like the white boys of Kappas, because they were really put together.
not.
But they had a lot of money. They was like, do you know who my dad is? Like, not how black people say it. Like, no, do you know him? Because I need to know if you know him.
Damn.
If a lie comes out, let me know. Let me know.
What about
My mom
you?
was a Kappa Psi, but like I was never going to pledge.
Rachel?
White Greeks run differently than black Greeks. So
No.
yeah, they do. Absolutely.
No,
White Greeks.
he asked me if I pledged
Oh.
anything.
You know,
No. If you saw a picture of me my freshman year at Texas State, you would not have ever thought that nah. I had gauged ears. I had burgundy and black hair. I wore a lot of black. I had boots with flames on them. I was a angsty person. Wore a lot of band T-shirts, and yeah.
Dave would have been in the same spot at the bar.
Yeah, I mean, I looked like Guy Fieri 20 years before Guy Fieri was Guy Fieri.
Not that. I did not. Nope. That's not it.
I was definitely
No,
a
I
Hot
was-
Topic girl for a while. I was definitely super emo and listening to Paramore and shit. So
I
and
never
Evanescence.
did that either. It was always like The Cure and Nirvana and Metallica and
I didn't know what
But, yeah.
Nirvana was saying. Na, 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 na. I mean, I listened to the lyrics later, but if you listen to a Nirvana song, I'm like, I know you say hello, amen.
I had the Nirvana box set with the unreleased tracks.
Here we are now. Nah, you was out here. You was in Green Day and stuff. But Green
What?
Day is dope. I said you was in the Green Day and stuff.
Yeah. Dookie album.
Dookie album.
But no, Green Day album is Dookie.
Can't relate.
But yeah, so my freshman year, I lived in a suite at Texas State. So it was 8 of us that shared a middle bathroom. And my suite mate at the time, who was still my friend, Donna from Houston, the very
Oh, I
first
think I
thing
remember.
that she asked me was, "Are you rushing?"
Russian?
Rushing.
Oh, I was like, what? Why would
Yeah, she asked me if
ask
I was rushing, and I was like,
Oh,
no.
that
No,
shit
do I
wild.
look like I would be rushing? And at the time, she had like blonde hair to her butt, like just,
Oh,
you know,
okay. She would be the rushing type. That's fine.
she did.
I didn't know what rushing was.
I didn't
Until I
either.
went to UT, when I went to UT Arlington, and ain't nobody ever asked me to rush. So they already knew that my black ass was gonna be in a Black Greek organization. But it's wild because you like put your name in a lottery hat and then they choose you, which is very different from Black Greek organizations where you have to choose it and choose it for life. And you ain't got no, we don't leave one and then join another one. They had a girl, she was in the Latin Greek, Lambda Chi, I think that's what it was. And she left them. She had a brand for Lambda Chi, which is wild to be branded for Greeks. I know plenty of people that have a brand. I was not one of them that got a brand. And then
My
she
ex did.
joined. Then she plays Zeta, which technically they all cousins because Zetas, Phi Beta Sigmas, whatever reason, they're all related in some kind of way. And people were pissed at her. Pissed. They were like, "Oh, you can be a Zeta now. You don't fuck with Lambda." I was like, "Oh, girl, that's too much. That's too much drama." Maybe another episode will be about Greek life and how beautiful and ridiculous it is. at the same
So, quick story. My freshman year roommate, my first roommate, so there was this whole big thing, and you can still Google it. The Black Student Alliance, I think, was having a mixer at the student center, and the cops broke it up. A bunch of people got tased. It was crazy, but the police had said that there was a bunch of Black people fighting, and so it became this whole movement on Texas State campus. That the T-shirts and everything, the T-shirts, they said there was no fight, and on the back it said, "But the struggle continues." But my freshman year roommate pledged, or what is it called for white people?
Rushed.
Chi-O. And
AKOs? Oh, that's some
just
wild-
Chi-O.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There's
very.
Alpha Chi Omegas.
Those
They
were
crazy.
the soup. They were the super bougie ones at Texas
Wow.
State. Nonetheless, she was from, I don't know, the country, and she was talking about what had happened in the suite, and she's like, whatever, those N-words were like da 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 da, and like just
What do you mean by
blatantly
N-words?
the N-word.
With the hard R?
Negotiators?
Yeah. Yep. The negotiators.
Negotiator.
Neighbors.
Negotiators. Yeah. And
You can really tell when people ain't really got slapped in the mouth ever in their life. It shows.
Let's just say she ended up not being my roommate much.
Yeah.
She was talking like she didn't remember teeth don't grow back.
What? Huh?
Exactamente.
Say somebody. Don't let these listen. Whoever's white out here or non-black, don't let your black male friend, because that's who we're only giving out these N-word passes like they coupon. Don't let them get you messed up because they not your friend. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is from me to you, you to me. They not your friend because they hoping that one day they don't even like you. They really just around you for proximity.
A N-word pass only protects you from the person who gave it to you.
And the problem is,
we are what we repeatedly do. Because they know you're going to use it outside of them because you stupid. You dumb already for using words that is not a part of your community. There are some words that are part of the gay community I will never actually say.
Like what?
Exactly.
There are words that are part of the gay community. I just have a rule. I don't use hate words, regardless of the community that they impact. Like, if it is a word that umbrellas a group of people in a hateful way, I have no reason to say it.
I would like to say that I like using the words that belong to my neighbor, my community.
Oh yeah. To my
to my people. If I'm gonna be problematic, let me be it with my people.
So
right?
what problematic words do you? So this is directed at Mr. Dave and Rachel. What problematic words in your community about your own people do you have available to you to use? I'm curious.
It actually
is talking about white people or Latino.
I say your community. However you define that.
Are they available for me to use?
Yes. About you and your community.
If me and my best friend Brooke don't greet each other with "What up, bitch?" then we're mad at each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else you got?
I don't really
One of my friends calls me whore, like calls me like, "What a whore." Mm-hmm. I was like, "Yeah, dog, whore."
That sounds like something Joe Mama would do.
I don't even know if he's
and
still
now
watching.
It's out there in the open.
I mean, okay, so the only one that I'm not really comfortable with, and it's more common in England than it is in America, but is the C word that has 4 letters.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that was a bad word. None of my friends
English people say
use that. But I remember I was around a whole bunch of white ladies, and that word came up, and they were like, "Damn you!" And I was like, "What is it?"
Yes.
Are we upset about something? I don't know what it is because I ain't nothing on my body.
I think it just
started using it, and I started realizing, it's about.
Yeah. It just ties back to the idea of that's not a word that's used as a compliment. That's not a word that's meant to empower. It's meant to alienate and dehumanize.
Sure, yeah.
I don't need that shit.
But if you're giving it,
it's giving.
See, here's the thing. Here's what's so beautiful about words.
You know
right?
what? I'm actually okay with that. I would never personally say that. I totally agree with other people using it though.
And then it's there, and like I said, there's words in other people's communities, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable saying that word, nor do I have a desire to say that word, but it seems to work for y'all, and y'all have been able to spin it in a way where it doesn't feel like, you know, you have been able to empower. Like when bitch became like, I'm a bitch, I'm a liar, I'm a child, I'm a man. I was like, that's right. You weren't singing in the song, and then we all
I
have
know
to
the
sing it
whole
with you.
song.
I do. I'm a singer. That's the only time my mama let me curse in front of her. So I took every time. I'm a bitch. I would be
Super
hard
hard
on
on the
that
beat.
too. And she at one point she was like, "Okay, girl, all right,
Reel it in, bitch.
all right, reel it in. You're doing too much." Because I ain't had a baby oil, so I didn't know how. Kevin Hart talking about you ugly. No, it's too hard. I can't do too much. It's too hot.
My mama told me to tell you to mind your damn fucking business, bitch.
My mama did not say all that. I forgot. How did we even get here? How did we get here?
I have had a great experience coming into this flame community.
How did we get here?
It's a lot of neurodivergence happening.
All right.
But yeah, I haven't had any issues with gatekeeping. I haven't had any issues with like people making me feel like I suck. In fact, I think it's the opposite. I'm like, can somebody tell me I suck a little bit so I can practice? It's been very accepting, very
Rachel.
like
So.
yeah.
I knew he was gonna do it. God damn.
Thank you for bringing that into the space.
I got all the dick sucking jokes tonight.
Oh, yo. Why?
Why? All right.
On to the videos.
Great. If you would like for us to review your poem, please send a link. Yeah. If you would like our what is it called? Our first reaction to your poem online, please send it to awesomepoetryslam@gmail.com and just put poem review, and we will review your poem for you. We will review the poem.
Hatch just hits reply. Trash.
Yeah, doesn't even give it time to watch the
We will give it a ranking. We'll have a whole episode of this poetry review poems, and we'll give you our review of it. Okay. All of these are ones that we have submitted in. So we all like all of these poems. Oh, she's gonna have an ass protect. Don't do it. Reconsider. Sorry, my lips. So this one, it says, I like both of these people. So Oompa, I think, is like a DJ now and rapping, and she's doing all kinds of stuff. Ashley Davis, I don't know exactly who that is, but I've seen the video, the clip of this picture forever. And I never actually clicked on it, so I'm really excited about watching this video with y'all. So this is from 2016. Yeah, 2016 MPS Finals House Slam. House Slam was in Philly. Yes? No? Consensus?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Historian.
Yeah, no, I think yes.
House Slam. Ashley Davis and Oompa. And this is called Simon Says.
The game is Simon Says. You know how it goes. When Simon says do an action, you do an action. But you're only supposed to do an action if Simon says. Ready? Simon says, raise your right hand. Simon says, put your right hand down. Simon says, raise your left hand. Put your left hand down.
Oh, Simon didn't say. Y'all look good. Okay, Simon says, put your left hand down now. Cross your arms.
No. Simon didn't say cross your arms. You need to make sure you're listening.
Okay, Simon says, smile. Show us your teeth. You're only as valuable as you are able. Simon says, raise your right hand again. Wave.
Why are you waving? You don't know how to listen? You must not be a good listener at home. Simon says it's not time for a bathroom break. You go when Simon says. Eat when Simon says.
Leave this room when Simon says.
There's only one rule. Only do what Simon says.
Simon says only speak when you are told to speak.
Simon says, speak to your neighbor now.
Why isn't everyone speaking now? You chose to play this game. Now you're choosing not to play. How dare you ruin it for everyone else?
Simon says it's still not time for a bathroom break and stop asking.
Simon says you're not listening.
People that don't listen will never be successful. You know what? They don't even care.
They don't.
Just take out a book and shut up. Read. Simon says read.
Simon says it's time to file in the hallways now, one behind the other.
Straight silent line, tight to the right. Simon says if you can't be silent, how will you hear what Simon is telling you to do?
Silence.
I said be silent. Simon said be silent.
Simon said only 20 minutes to eat your lunch and be silent.
Eat faster. Eat faster.
Simon says sit up straight and be still.
Simon says tuck in your uniform. You don't want to tuck in your uniform? Go sit in the corner.
Simon says if you can't handle this classroom, how will you handle your jail cell?
Simon says you will refer to it as Officer Simon from here on.
And Officer Simon says know your place. Officer Simon says show your teeth, boy. You're only as valuable as you are able. Officer Simon says put your hand down. We don't raise hands here. There are no questions here.
Officer Simon says you must not be a good listener at home.
At this rate, you'll not be going back home.
Officer Simon says you will speak only when you are told to speak. Officer Simon says speak to your cellmate now.
Why aren't you speaking now? You chose to play this game. Now you're choosing not to play. How dare you ruin it for everyone else? Officer Simon says it's still not time for a bathroom break. Stop asking. Officer Simon says you're not listening.
People that don't listen will never be successful.
Officer Simon said it's time to file in the hallways again, one behind the other.
Straight silent line, tight to the right. Officer Simon says if you can't be silent, how will you hear what Officer Simon is telling you to do?
Silence.
I said be silent. Officer Simon said be silent. Fit your uniform. Fit your face when you're talking to me. Clean your bunk, you fucking animal. Sit up straight.
I don't care if I didn't say Officer Simon said. Officer Simon said it. So sit up straight
and be still. Be still. Be still. Officer Simon says if you can't handle your jail cell, how will you handle your casket?
Well, that is
Sheesh.
that was a poem.
Listen, I thought I knew where that poem was. I had no idea where that poem was gonna go. That was weird.
It was definitely like overly invasive, controlling school teacher in the beginning. I thought that's where it was gonna end up.
I thought it was about work, like people at work telling you what to do.
The only thing
No,
that
I
made me think
definitely got like I mean I was waiting for the turn, and
it
then
gave school to prison pipeline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Which, you know, questions my career choices.
Part of the problem, Tova.
I am a part of the problem. Actually, I'm not a part of the problem because I'm in a charter school. So I'm actually a part of multiple problems at the same time. Thank you so much.
Hatchie, are you taking a nap?
No, I'm right here.
He
I
watching.
just want to say, I saw the turn coming the whole time. It was a great poem, but I knew.
Yes. There's a thing that this fool is. I'm gonna mute you, friend. This is ridiculous. The microwave is on. One thing that happens in poems, and it was a great poem, and I definitely loved the concept of that poem. But when you start yelling at the midpoint of the poem, there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
We're not being dynamic anymore, which I think that was the point of it. But when you're on, especially in finals, right? Like this is not the truest, most wonderful version of that poem because poets' nerves are high. The audience is like nothing but really poets. I mean, you might have a couple of people that don't know somebody, which is very rare. So like you're doing the poem, especially because I think it was a group piece. Yeah, it was MPS finals. So this is like nationals finals. This is the top 4 teams. We trying to win. So I'm sure that they were like the moment kind of took them over, and they were like, okay, I'm sure that they did not practice it in a minute and 50 seconds. We will start screaming, and we're just gonna scream for the next 2 minutes. But that happens, right? And it's something that you have to kind of plan for. going into it. But things happen, and it created a moment that, like, I'm sure people in that audience was like, but yeah,
if you want to see a poem with a lot better dynamic control, the NPS 2015 Oakland, California one, I think, is phenomenal.
and that is our next one. Let us get into it.
I see
There's
it
like-
every day on Facebook. Suicide hotline. Call 1-800-273-8255. One share could do so much. Thanks, Facebook.
for letting me know who I can talk to when I'm considering killing myself.
I knew I could count on you, but how do you expect to talk to a stranger when you can't even talk to...
Dad,
I don't even know my dad.
that's a different poem.
Oh.
I can't talk to my dad either. Something about hearing "man up" 1,000 times doesn't quite scratch that itch to find out what oblivion feels like.
Your mom?
Don't talk about my mother.
No, I mean, I can't talk to my mom about suicide because talking to your mom about suicide is like asking for a receipt for the sweater she knit by hand. This isn't for people who love you.
Love can be a lucky 7 or a misplaced cherry to the allure of spinning the slit wrist lottery.
And you'll spend more time comforting them over the possibility of losing you than you spend
Actually trying to get better. You could talk to a priest.
I don't have a priest.
Talk directly to God.
I don't have a god.
Talk to the universe.
The universe isn't
Then
listening.
talk to a therapist.
I can't afford one.
You're making this really difficult.
It is really difficult.
Who is left?
Coworkers?
No, they're not getting paid to listen to your shit. Your lover.
No. They will only try to fix the emptiness inside you by filling the wrong hole.
Your friends?
Oh, you mean the friends that are always there for you?
If you need to talk,
Call me anytime.
I'll be there.
They aren't.
Or at least they won't be.
Not after you've alienated them with
With
all your annoying sadness. They want to sterilize you with alcohol.
A lot of alcohol.
I miss the fun you.
Bro, all you need is a stiff drink and a quick lay. You'll feel better in no time.
Or
if they are there,
they'll try to first aid kit fix
slap
you.
a Band-Aid on that internal
Use
bleeding.
tweezers to pick apart the tiny things getting under your skin.
Suggest a packet of pills to make the pain go away.
If you're not taking medicine,
you must not be trying to get better when you've established that there is no one you can talk to when you're considering taking your own life. Talk to everyone.
Strangers on the bus.
Strangers in your Uber pool.
In line at Starbucks.
In the elevator.
And when you get up to the roof,
Shout it from the rooftops. Refuse to be ashamed. Call the damn hotline.
Flood your Facebook feed. See how many of your friends can weather the storm.
Put in an ad at your local newspaper. Title it "What to Expect When You're Expecting to Kill Yourself."
Write a really depressing blog about it on your blog of really depressing shit. Refuse to be ashamed.
Put in an order at your local bakery.
Have them bake you a cake that says,
I want to kill myself in French so it's beautiful when people read it.
So it makes your mouth water instead of your eyes.
So it is easier to swallow than the truth in plain English. Refuse to be ashamed. Tell anyone.
Tell everyone.
Say it over and over until you've forgotten to be ashamed of it.
Hi,
my name is
Gloria.
Andre.
It's been
I've
99
been 4
days
years
since
I thought about killing myself. I didn't know what to talk to you then, so I'm
telling you now.
It's been 4 years since I thought about killing myself. I didn't know what to talk to you then, so I'm telling you now. My name is Andre.
It's been 99 days since I thought about killing myself. I didn't know what to talk to you then,
so
but I'm telling you now.
Because talking about it can be louder than the sound that gun will make in your empty bedroom.
Because talking about it makes it real, but the blade makes it permanent.
Because talking about it allows someone the chance to hold you tighter than that noose.
Because if you can say it, you can survive it.
Because acknowledging the darkness shines light on the stigma.
Because talking about it
means you're still alive.
This is
All
the
I
shit
can
that I was
hear-
talking about when we first started doing this podcast. When I was like, I be looking around like these motherfuckers is good.
Yo, all I can hear in the background is Be Fred. Be Fred. You ain't even on the mic, but you on the mic. I love that, Fred. I love that experience that we have. That team, it was coached by Doc, I believe. That's Doc's team. They won that year, Group Peace Finals. I was coaching Austin Poetry Slam. No. I was coaching. Was I coaching? Or was I on that team? No, I wasn't on the team. Anyway, shout out to Doc for bringing us such a beautiful poem. Shout out to S.E. Says and Glory B for bringing that poem to life. What a treat. What a gift. Yeah. So,
That couldn't have been 2016.
huh?
No, it's 2015.
Okay.
Oakland.
Uh,
That's Oakland. That's Oakland. The second time when we was at the Jack Kirby.
yes. 2015, you were coaching APS. I mean, you were coaching Neo.
I was coaching Neo. Felt very full circle.
We can actually skip this one if you want to go to the next one.
No, we can hear. I mean, a good poem's a good poem, regardless of what's in Palo Alto, really.
Money.
And that is what the reflection of the poem will probably be about. But I feel like everybody got a word. We'll hear what their word is. This is the National Poetry Slam in 2015. This is the same one we just saw that other amazing team, Austin Poetry Slam, be at. Team called Palo Alto. Those good poems there. Wonderful.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. Don't be scared. Be amazed. We've resurrected the most dangerous predators from Earth's history.
If you're afraid a 10-ton Tyrannosaur is going to pop out and eat your minivan, rest assured,
What lives here
is far more threatening. Go ahead, take pictures. The year is 1929. The park opens on Wall Street. We unveil our first experiment, tampering with the genetic code of the economy.
Observe, skyscrapers arc up like Brontosaurus necks in New York City.
Stock prices rise like pterodactyl wings.
The roaring 20s opens its jaws. Watch as the free market sinks its teeth into banks and industry.
The Great Depression was the first time we built businesses bigger than the barriers meant to contain them.
At the turn of the century, the park reopens in Silicon Valley, cultivating new companies in our state-of-the-art labs.
Peeling away the shells of .coms as they hatch in our hands.
We don't notice
monopoly mergers peering through the loopholes of electrical fences.
We don't see the ripples in the water each stomp, announcing the arrival of something massive. 2001, security breach.
Day traders are the first to get eaten.
Some escape the top floor of their optimism by stepping off a ledge.
On your left, you'll notice inflation weaving through the tall grass. On your right,
layoff stampede through the hallways of tech companies. My family becomes a herd divided. My dad swept into a river of unemployment.
My mother, a generator working 80 hours a week to keep the power on in the living room.
Our family watches old movies on VHS about animals unaware of their own extinction.
They break out of our cages and reclaim their spot at the top of the food chain.
We're so consumed by this fantasy, we don't notice the dinosaurs stalking our backyard. In 2008, the roar of a housing crisis deafens the ears of new homeowners.
For sale signs pop up like triceratop horns.
In the distance, helicopters land on the horizon to bail out the creators of this disaster.
Banks get a $700 billion rescue, while mortgages corner my family like raptors looking to tear us apart.
Collection agencies scrape at our heels as we run from Indominus debt.
Our house lights flicker until they are no longer ours to keep lit.
My parents stare down 8 stories of teeth and corporate greed, hoping eviction won't see us if we're absolutely still.
I did not want to move.
We did not want to move. Take a look around. You have always lived in Jurassic Park.
In a world where profit preys on safety, San Francisco housing is just the latest attraction.
A golden gate with a rusty cage.
When the next bubble snaps,
we won't be snapping pictures. We'll be in the back of a Jeep screaming, it's time to go.
Our refuse to be the go chain to a year-long lease agreement.
Don't want to be tied to school loans, feeding the IRS.
Feeding negligent CEOs to induce system failure. Feeding the government of an already lost world. When social security fences fall, there will be no theme music to warn us.
The $18 trillion debt is a big fucking dinosaur.
You can't defeat the monsters you created.
You can't get off the island. You just learn how to survive it.
I like the use of mites in the poem. I like when they put the mic and it was like the tower.
There was nothing wrong with the poem. I think that the writing was good. Of course, too much slam yelling, but I completely understand why. I just didn't connect with it.
It's also very strategic because we're in Oakland. He's talking about San Francisco. I think a very localized poem. They thought it was going to bring them a win. Understandable.
The whole time, I had the same thought as Chris. Like, it's not a bad poem, but it's okay.
Yeah, there's another thing this reminds me of. So when it was nationals, it was the iWhips Nationals in DC, and that year in particular, it was 12 poets. 11 of them were people of color, and there was one Jewish girl. Person, I don't want to misgender, but there was one Jewish person that was in the thing, right? And everybody's talking about their poem. All the poems are very beautiful. And then they do a poem about a golem. Yeah. Which is like a Jewish.
I think we've talked about this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
like
precious, but
yeah, and it bombed. And it's not because the poem was good, it's just it wasn't believable. And the thing about slam sometimes, which is not always like great, but if you're gonna do a sad poem, people need to feel the trauma. Like, damn, that's fucked up. What happened to you? And so you were talking about a golem, and then you lost us because we didn't know what a golem was, and then we had to look it up and all that stuff, yada yada yada. I think with this poem, because they're talking about stocks and bonds and housing, and yes, all of that stuff happened, right? And there were a lot of people that were very affected by it, but you had to have a home. You had to have a house that could have a home. You had a home? You had a house? That's crazy. I ain't had no house until I became a big girl adult that I had a house. So it's there were some things that connected. I thought that the
I
writing
also
was
feel
fine.
like they talked about it almost like matter of factly, as opposed to like, this is my experience with it.
Right.
So it
And
was
they
like
did try to bring ties into their
history lesson.
family and stuff, but really it was ties to the black guy's family, not to the Asian dudes. So, just a note, like, just know your audience when you're writing poems. They thought that strategically this would have made sense because we're talking about the .com crash and all that stuff. We're in Oakland. It's just right up the road from San Francisco, but San Francisco is not Oakland. And Oakland ain't San Francisco, especially in 2015. All the people that would be protesting in Black Panthers, they're in Oakland. And they ain't got no house. So just keep that in mind. I also don't like. Okay, so next one is okay. So this is the Pyrrhic Slam at the 2017 National Poetry Slam Group Piece Finals. Oh, let me share that one. I just picked this one because it said slam. So I mean, anyone know anything about them? I don't know. Oh, I have to unshare. Hold on. Share in 2017. I
am convinced that Hatcher is a corpse.
Hatch, you got to move every once in a while because we really concerned.
He's asleep.
Hatcher. Wake your ass up. Is he asleep for real? No. I was like, oh, damn. He really is asleep.
I thought for sure because you haven't twitched nothing.
That's great.
The meditation is working.
I'm right with y'all.
Because I can't be that still.
Listen, I get it. There's a high, a thrill in flirting with a porcupine, dancing so close to destruction, loving something so defensive. Porcupines are nocturnal, live on the rocks, like to lick salt. But this is what I know of porcupines. They can't throw their quills. You won't get stung until you put yourself close enough to touch him. The first time he said,
You surprised me. I felt threatened.
each quill planted is the mast raising a red flag from your skin. You placed hand over heart, not sure if in protection or in pledging allegiance to the pain. He said,
It'll never happen again.
until it did. His defense mechanisms left a part of him and you.
You're worthless.
Weighed you down with the pain.
Shut the hell up.
And the memory of proximity.
You're stupid.
Held him there too hard under your
How
skin.
stupid are you?
Each quill has 700 barbs shaped like anchors to burrow in and stay there. Your blood reddened his flags that were only gaining territory while you lost ground. When did you stop feeling it? Each
Why is
quill
this an
coated by an
interpretive dance?
antibiotic didn't kill you.
Why is it an interpretive dance?
Never happen again.
You healed over.
It'll never happen again.
That's how he kept you coming back.
It never happened.
You survived the prick. I see a change now. You're only coming out at night, living off drinks on the rocks. You're addicted to the salt of his skin while he laps up the salt of your tears. When you're stabbed in the back, you've stopped removing the blade.
Let it grow roots underneath your flesh. Harden your spine. Start showing your spikes to anyone you turn your back to. Anyone who gets close enough to try to tell the difference.
You're growing your own quills. He
I
told you this is evolution. You keep others away now. You sleep through the day now.
We don't need you.
You're sticking your family and friends. Anyone who tries to come close.
Mind your business.
You don't have to do this alone.
They abandoned you.
Being safe is lonely, but being lonely is safe. You're still not porcupine enough to jab the needles into another.
Turn them on your own arms instead. You're just
Can that be
as
enough of this
dangerous this way.
Now you think the fix to the problem is
It's a fix. It's not a problem. You'll never do it again.
every drop from your veins, a red flag to yourself, but you still long for the soft of another porcupine as if
Only another porcupine can find the soft of you.
the longest a porcupine.
Can that be enough of this one?
This was not group peace finals. It couldn't have been. And her not speaking, this poem would have got disqualified.
Well, that was my thinking the whole time. This is a regular one-person piece, and they had him throw in 3 words every 3 stanzas.
Yeah,
No, we're gonna finish this because I need to know where we going. We're finishing this goddamn poem. I just need to pause for a few minutes to collect myself, and I shall discuss.
Has ever lived is 27 years.
You won't see 27.
She better say something.
You weren't made to survive this way. Find a space, pull the quills out, let your fur regrow, pick the needles off the ground and start to mend. With each stitch scar, uproot his flags, reclaim your borders, take your identity back.
Take me back. I promise.
This will never happen again.
So let me say, I like the metaphor, but I hate the image of the black man with the 2 white women.
That part.
I hate the image.
No,
I thought
also it's not a good poem. Like
It's not.
it's also it's not good because yes, the porcupine. I'm here. It's wild to me that y'all are both laying down. So
Chris is in the bed, shirt off under the blankets. He is in the blankies, lights out. He's got the mood lights on. The fuck?
I'm so happy I picked this other poem. This will be the last one. We were just talking about how poems, like, it's got to be some form of it that is relatable in some type of way. He kept throwing her on the floor, and I was like, why you keep throwing her? I was so lost.
Why she not speak?
Why she not speak is also because they used to clock us for being like, oh, y'all singing, y'all fucking coons. And then now they can fucking dance and twirl around and not say shit. Oh no. Oh
and
no!
Dave were both
Just like Chris
all
said that
just
they made rules at APS so that he wouldn't make it in. It's wild to me why they wouldn't. That's so crazy. I wonder why. What was so different about Chris?
So let me tell you something. This is what I discovered. Poetry Slam taught me that losers make the rules.
They do. Amen. Every
The
time.
the winners are in the minority. The losers are in the majority, and they vote in new rules in order to level the playing field. And they level the playing. Sometimes you got to level the playing field. I'm okay with that. But a lot of times the playing field is leveled not because somebody has an unfair advantage, but because they have a natural talent that you don't have. Like they did with what's her name? Old girl, Simone Biles. Yeah. Like they did with her.
Did you miss when I made that comparison earlier?
Yeah.
You said today?
Yeah.
Yep. I literally said, so you were the Simone Biles of slam poetry.
Oh, you said that about me?
You put that in your title. That's a bio.
Oh.
That also you reminded me of for years and years and years at nationals on final stage you could not repeat poems. You had to have brand new poems. You burn most of your good shit.
Yes. And to me, final stage should be the showcase of all the good stuff.
The showcase of all the good things. And it was losers making the rule that never saw the day of light of semis. They just was here for 8 poems and they was gonna have a good time doing. No, did you have 3 rounds? No, you had 2. You had 2.
It changed a couple times.
Yeah,
When I first started going, it was 5 teams and 3 rounds, and then it went to 4x4.
Yeah. So anyway, losers made it, and I remember I was sitting next to somebody from Ohio, I think. Not a good person from Ohio. And then they were like, because they changed the rule, and then people that win, that are typically the top 20 poetry teams, we can name them, but we're not gonna do that. Was like kind of cheering at the thing, and then she said, "We'll have deeper pockets," and I was thinking, you don't even got pockets to get to semis.
Right.
It's wild to me when people are like, you need to have deeper pockets. My pockets is deep enough to spank your ass in the 2. I have given you 8 poems, group pieces, indies, well drafted group pieces, indies, choreographed shit, and then I get to semi. I want to see all them poems.
Bring it down, Tova. Can't hear you.
You hear me now?
There you go.
Oh my God, that poem was so crazy. You should have been in that bout. That bout crazy. Well, I want to see the crazy bout because the shit that I see on final stage is like, girl, what poem you got left?
Right.
I honestly think that at that point, just throw up the indies that got you on the team because y'all trying to throw together these group pieces is awful. They're awful poems. Anyway, we're gonna do this last one and then we.
So, side note, I hated this Photoshop ass Poetry Slam logo that I was on the board when we picked this shit, and it was worse. It was better than all the other options we had.
I remember the options. This was the better one.
Oh, you were there, huh?
I was there.
Yeah, I hated this shit. I'm like, who?
I
Like,
remember
you got paying for this shit? Like, we're paying somebody to make this shit?
Paid him a lot of money that I could have did this on Canva. I could do it right now.
Yep.
The pin kind of looks like.
Okay, so this is the last one. This is the Writer's Den. The Writer's Den is in Virginia.
Put your mouth closer to the microphone.
I'm having flashbacks.
Sheesh.
Always the same. So here we go. So this is the last poem. Shout out to what is his name? I'm totally blanking his name. From Richmond, Virginia. Roscoe.
Roscoe Burnhams.
Roscoe Burnhams. I love this guy. He's such a sweet man, and his children are gorgeous. He takes him and his wife, kids to almost every poetry thing. So
You should
anyway,
check out Roscoe Burnhams, aka Douglas Powell, on 310brownstreet.com. He has an incredible book.
I think I have that book.
look at that. Look at that. Hopefully one day he makes it back down to Texas, but you know, like be like him. So, all right, here's the last poem of the night. Again, if you would like us to review your poem, please send it to awesomepoetryslam@gmail.com. Send the link. You can put a description or don't, because we ain't gonna read it in. We're just gonna click the link and then hope for the best. Hopefully it's not anything that gets us demonetized. Check your feelings. I am not going to say anything that is personal to you if I know who you are. I'm also not going to say anything unless it's a grossly offensive poem. Don't send us that.
Hello, mic check.
I'm here.
We
I'm
back? Okay.
Oh,
That was everybody.
okay. Maybe. Okay. StreamYard done with us. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the last one out. All right.
Dave is gone.
Mr. Dave done fell off.
Backstage.
There we
Oh,
go.
I got
Sweet. All right.
No,
play
it only
quick
gives me
before it
the-
glitches again.
you.
There's not enough bandwidth for my arms.
The gun show kicking us offline, showing too many weapons. I can't hear nothing
Is
other than Christopher Michael's fan.
Are we supposed to be able to hear it?
I think it's good.
So the problem is that the sound is off on this video because her mic is on, his is not. And so what they did was they turned it up when they were doing the like post, and now there's that static. So I'm gonna put on the closed caption so that we get some of the words. All right.
I hear nothing. There's no sound at all.
That's super weird. Hold on, let me stop sharing the screen. Do share the screen. Sonny said, "Oh my." Audio shared. The audio is not good. Just FYI when you hear it. Hold on.
Hi, my name is Bipolar. My friends call me Manic
Or depression.
know me as Explosion and Electric. I'm Static Shock, hard to hear, and lightning thrown from my lips, all fire and ruin.
Most call me,
Get over it.
and
Everyone gets sad sometimes.
there's usually suicidal or eating disorder tattooed on my face and wrist. I do all the engravings myself. It reminds me I'm still alive. Let's go.
My family has cute nicknames for me too.
At home, black people don't get depressed, and what you need to do is go to church.
I'm known as first to pop off and last ask for help before I'm known as sit down. Let's talk about it. I think that's what supportive people say. I say I'm not taking any meds. They say I should be. Medicine is supposed to make me balance, makes the disorder easier to grip, as if it will lead me to a beam between manic and depressive pills. Change the reflection I've seen in the mirror for 26 years.
Pills make all the human in me numb and paralyzed.
My manic episodes are just that. Episodes. I feel like the seven dwarfs in one body on a high-speed chase.
Most minimize my symptoms, and I'm back to feeling insignificant.
They want to slow me down, but the slower I go, the faster I feel like dying.
A depressive episode can be just as long as an abusive relationship
With confidence, a one-sided communication with my body,
selfish neurons that never text back.
a quiet cry in a loud mind, a loud cry into empty and stored for later. I imagine my suicide. Did I leave the oven on?
Why does my chest feel empty?
Did I leave my heart in the oven again?
I'll stick my head in.
I mean to check to see if it was on. Being bipolar, my mood swings.
I'm not depressed again.
I'm extremely happy.
Then extremely irritable.
Hyperactive.
Then sleep.
1 minute, nothing can stop me.
And then the next minute, I feel like nothing.
This is all people see.
In the 3D world, I am two-dimensionalized.
Press flat against a diagnosis on paper. They'll look at me crazy if they think I'm crazy. I have a disorder, but I'm not a disorder. Call me by my name. I'm not manic. I'm Michelle.
I'm not depression. I am Douglas.
Society deems me only as useful as the boxes they can put me in and doesn't allow me to be anything else. Society names me over and over and over again. Labels tell what people think about you, but not what you actually are.
There was a couple lines I wish I could remember that took me out. Man, that was good.
That was a good one. I wish that the mic was working for Roscoe because
Well, you realize he was part of the time he was mouthing the word, like they were going back and okay.
I know, but like his mic was clearly not
Yeah,
on.
it was crap.
Yeah, it was way lower.
However, that's what professionals do. We have all experienced being in a venue, or maybe not. No, if Rachel went to Native, she had.
I think I would. I think
Where there's no sound, there's no lighting, there's no.
Remember when Neo Soul performed and the lights went out?
Yeah, I was on stage.
That was 2008, right?
That was 2009.
Palm Beach. The lights went out and y'all kept fucking going.
And we got a time penalty, which we've never ran a time penalty on that poem ever.
Oh, I would have been mad.
This Is My Rifle is one of my favorite poems that I've ever. I'm sure that there's like a recording of it. But that was me, Cousin Sarah, Ebony Stewart. This Is My Rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. One of my favorite poems. Man, what a great time. Lights went out because the DJ who was also the light guy, who was also judging.
That's so real. Oh
Decided
God,
at some point in time in our poem that let me change up the lights, and he turned them off. And then like a weird strobe light thing came on, and we was like, "Well, we ain't about to get no goddamn town penalty," and we got a time penalty. I was like, "Ain't no way," because we didn't stop. We actually probably went faster in the poem than it normally was supposed to be. And so we found out one of the girls that was taking time was also a very big fan of Minnesota, who we were against at that beat. Not saying that they weren't going to make it into finals anyway, but whatever. She was a big fan of them, and they went to finals, and we did not. That was my first experience at Slam, and I was like, "Fuck Slam." But then I went back. So everybody has yeah. Oh, I was definitely being shady for sure. I hope she knows who she is. She ruined
Speaking
my
of
whole
being
entire
shady,
thing.
I'm about to send a screenshot to the group chat.
Oh God. It dinged. There's a message. I wonder who it could be.
You know, sticking with the topic of the evening. Did you see it, Dave?
No,
He's on his phone, so you can't see it right now. It's a treat for later on. How fun.
Yeah.
Church announcements. Every Wednesday, we are at Alamo Draft House, 1911 Aldridge in Mueller, Alamo Draft House in Barrel of Fun. This week coming up is the $200 Slam, which is going to be hosted by none other than Christopher Michael. Right here, kicking in the Libra season as we should. Shout out to all the Libras out there. There's 3 of them actively on this chat right now. So if you're a Libra, go ahead and put that in the chat. I'm just kidding. Don't do anything. But if you would like to send us any money, you can also send it to Venmo, Austin Poetry Slam. We'll definitely take your money. Thank you so much. The that is, I don't have any shows coming up.
There's something coming up on Monday.
There's something coming up on Monday. What is that? What is that?
Is he awake?
Oh, I have it muted. Hold on.
Oh,
Wait,
baby.
you sound so excited. Hold on. Say it again. Do it again. Sorry.
Every Word Poetry this Monday. Big show coming up. It's Jasmine's one woman show. You want to be 2307 Manor at the Vortex. We're going to be starting at 7:30. Please come out. It's absolutely free.
It's absolutely any other church announcements?
We saw a lot of group pieces tonight. We should probably mention in November.
Oh, there's a
we
thing.
have a thing happening.
We do
That's
have
Tova
the thing
Charles.
happen. Texas Two-Step Poetry Slam group piece is going to happen in November. Deadline to sign up is October 12th, which is my birthday. You can go to austinpoetry.com to register. It is worth whoever the top 3 will share $1,000 in prizes, money prizes. Great. It's gonna be a great night. I'm excited that we get to finally hold something like this. Yes, but if you have 3 friends or just 2 friends and you're like, you know what, I would like $1,000 and y'all got $100 to register, then there you go. You're in the slam, and we need a lot more people to make that $1,000 happen, because the money y'all get put in is the money we put out, blood in, blood out. You know what I mean? So just register and then try your best. Ian. What else? Christopher Michael has a one-man show that's going to be coming out in October for his 310 Brown Street Takeover. Also his Libra month.
October 30th, featuring Every Word Poetry.
Is it? Oh, okay. That's new.
It's my one man show, but they're gonna be one of the features.
Oh, break. I don't know. Okay, I don't.
Not new.
Okay, fine.
I mean, we have a Slam Champ showcase too.
And the same Slam Champ showcase is going to be happening. When is that? The second week in October?
Yeah.
Yeah.
October 9th.
October 9th. There's a lot of stuff going on.
The day
Please.
before my birthday.
The day before Christopher Michael's birthday. It's gonna be a good month, man. Any other church announcements going on? I'm ready to play some.
Take care of yourself. Drink some water.
Drink some water. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we love you all. We will see you on Mondays, and then sometimes on Mondays always, Wednesdays always, and then Thursdays we have the podcast. Please tell your friends about the podcast. Leave us a comment or review. Let us know how we did, or if it's mean, don't just DM us. Don't do that. We'll block you.
Unless you come in on Wednesday to talk about it.
Yeah.
No, don't do that either. Jesus, never mind. I take it back. You know what? I take it back.
Again, if you would like us to review your poems, please send it to awesomepoetryslam@gmail.com. If you have a concern or issue that you would like us to address as a community, we can give you your unsolicited. Well, it is solicited because you sent it to us, but we'll give you our unprofessional opinions, because none of us are medical or mental licensed professionals. So please don't take it as that. We just talking shit.
Who's not a medical licensed professional?
Other than Christopher Michael.
Okay, just checking.
Mental health, medical. Don't sue us if you take our advice. We don't have any money. Okay, we love you all.
None.
There's some validity to that.
On that note,
0 dull hairs.
That part.
Yes, I will cry if a man comes up here talking about you being served. Serve what, girl? We can't serve anymore.
I serve every day. What do you mean?
I'm serving right now. Good night, everyone. Everyone on this call, don't hang up, but except for Christian Michael, who will hang up. But everyone else out there, thank you all so much for supporting us.
Last week I didn't hang up. I was trying to unmute myself and I hit the wrong red button.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye, everybody. Except for the people on the live.